Melvin Guillard. Nate Diaz, our main event of the evening. Guillard swings and connects early. Will this one in quickly?
This is where Guillard needs to be careful. This is where he can get caught. I definitely give the advantage in the striking to Guillard based on his power. But Nate Diaz is as game as it gets. And he's very dangerous everywhere.
Nicely done by Nate Diaz.
Nate's on to what Guillard was doing with that overhand right.
Melvin slides himself right back to the fence, Kenny, to try to use the fence now to get himself up.
It's smart. That way he can scramble back just like he did there.
Nicely done by Guillard.
Beautiful throw. Beautiful Uchimata throw. But this is not where he wants to be. He is on top. He can do some damage here, but it's only a matter of time before Nate Diaz locks up one of his famous triangles.
6 of the last 7 wins for Nate Diaz have come by submission. He's lost his last couple of fights. He's bloodied up. Here we go.
Very elusive is Melvin Guillard. Nice footwork, nice head movement. Staying out of the jab of Nate Diaz. You can see Diaz is bleeding pretty heavily on the shoulder of Guillard. Nice elbow.
Another right hand.
And nice right hand by Guillard.
What a show. Season 5 winner Nate Diaz against Season 2 competitor Melvin Guillard.
Nate Diaz is a notoriously slow starter. It kind of takes him a little bit to find his range, but once he does, he becomes very successful.
Nice kick. Well, you know what? The improvement that goes with the toughness from the streets of Stockton of Nate and Nick Diaz is visible again here tonight.
Absolutely, he's very game. I mean, how many times have we seen Nate Diaz lose the first round, maybe even the second, and come back to win? He has a tremendous amount of heart. He is always game.
It's a pretty good cut over the right eye of Diaz. Doesn't seem to be affecting his vision. That Stockton boxing of Nate Diaz. See if he gets those hands starting to wave around a little bit.
This is classic Nate Diaz. You can see him, he's starting to find his range now. Early on, you know, he kind of tends to throw him out there, not land, but it's in the second and third round where Nate Diaz starts to really put his combinations together and frustrate his opponents. But he just got caught with a nice combination by Melvin Guillard. That's what he has to do.
Nobody ever doubted the heart and the chin of Nate Diaz, and we're seeing it again tonight.
Here it is again, Nate Diaz coming back.
Guillard with a little rope-a-dope.
Playing possum, but this was not good. This is a guillotine, and this is not the guillotine you want to be in. This is going to be locked.
Can Nate Diaz choke him out? Diaz looking at Nate Diaz submits Melvin Guillard.
That is a beautiful modified guillotine by Nate Diaz. One of the most devastating chokeholds you can do in the game. Beautiful submission by Nate Diaz. Another classic performance.